Now, on another matter, for 3 years, the Biden administration's radical climate agenda has laid siege to affordable American energy and American consumer choice, slashed development of abundant domestic energy reserves, soaring prices for gas and heating oil, and a thicket of new regulations from unelected bureaucrats, from construction permitting to home appliances. And as the president's policies made life harder for working Americans, prominent Democrats took the administration's green obsession on the road. Special climate envoy John Kerry went to China hoping to treat climate goals as a freestanding issue from our major strategic competition. Not surprisingly, the PRC saw things differently, and Chairman Xi stated publicly that China had no plans, none, to stop increasing its carbon emissions for at least another 7 years. Meanwhile, the governor of California took his own trip to Beijing and pledged to PRC officials that, quote, regardless of what happens nationally, subnationally, you have a partner in California. Well, Mr. President, they sure do. In fact, the supply chains for some of our coastal liberals' favorite green passions, like electric vehicles, run directly through China. Close to 75% of lithium batteries, as well as 70% of our cathodes and anodes required to produce these batteries, come from China. The PRC holds more than 50% of the processing and refining capacity for critical minerals like cobalt. By all relevant measures, the United States lags dangerously behind. But earlier this year, the Biden administration decided to make bringing these critical supply chains home even more difficult by waiving Buy American requirements, materials used to make electric vehicle chargers. Apparently, the administration is so desperate to force its radical climate agenda that it's willing to enrich America's single biggest strategic adversary to get there. Washington Democrats so badly want to force working Americans to drive blue states' millionaires' favorite electric cars that they're willing to cut communist China in on the profits. Fortunately, the Senate had an opportunity yesterday to set things straight. Thanks to the leadership of Senator Rubio, a bipartisan majority voted to block the Biden administration's waiver policy using the Congressional Review Act. Apparently, the president's radical climate agenda is too radical for several members of his own party. Hopefully, you'll listen to them soon.